The Los Angeles Rams just played what might have been the game of the year, pulling off a thrilling 44-42 victory over the Buffalo Bills. Going into Sunday, not many people gave the Rams a shot against the 10-2 Bills, but this game was a perfect reminder of the unpredictability of football. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. Matthew Stafford might not be in the MVP race, but he went toe-to-toe with the league's MVP frontrunner and delivered a statement performance. This win is exactly what the Rams needed as they head into the final stretch of the season. But before we dive into this week's takeaways, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a Rams video. Let's get straight into it. Against some of the toughest opponents this season, the Los Angeles Rams have excelled at setting the tone early, an essential component of their success. One can't help but wonder what might have been if Kyren Williams hadn't fumbled on the opening drive against the Eagles earlier this year. Fast starts have been a challenge for the Rams offense, but against the Bills, they delivered exactly what they needed. The Rams opened the game by marching downfield for a touchdown on their first drive. When the Bills answered with a score, the Rams quickly regained the lead with a field goal, maintaining control throughout. By never trailing, they forced the Bills into a catch-up mode, a fact reflected in Josh Allen's 37 pass attempts compared to James Cook's mere 6 rushing attempts. The Rams dictated the pace, keeping the Bills off balance. A balanced approach to the run game also contributed to the success. For the second week in a row, the duo of Kyren Williams and Blake Corum proved effective. Williams carried the ball 29 times for 87 tough yards, while Corum's shiftiness gave the offense a spark, averaging 4.2 yards on 8 carries. Though neither back is known for explosive plays, their complementary styles provided steady gains and kept the defense guessing. For the first time all season, the starting offensive line played together for consecutive weeks. That consistency translated to improved performance on the field, giving Matthew Stafford time to shine and the run game room to operate. With the offensive line finding its rhythm, the hope is that this becomes a trend rather than a one-time success. Speaking of Stafford, he delivered one of his signature performances against the Bills. Dialed in from start to finish, he made incredible throws, especially in high-pressure situations like third down, where he completed 9 of 10 passes for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. While MVP talk will focus on Josh Allen, Stafford's 0.78 EPA per play outpaced Allen's 0.65, showcasing his critical role in the Rams' victory. Puka Nacua continued to demonstrate why he's one of the league's most underrated wide receivers in the league. Whether it was making acrobatic catches, excelling in the screen game, or contributing on jet sweeps, Nacua was a game changer. When the Rams needed a big play, he consistently delivered. Puka Nacua was the difference maker for the Rams in their victory. While he's already a threat as a pass catcher, he's even more dangerous once the ball is in his hands. Nacua's 19-yard touchdown on a screen pass essentially sealed the game, but it was his involvement in the run game that truly unlocked the Rams' offense. Nacua was utilized creatively with 5 designed runs, taking handoffs while in motion at the snap. These plays allowed him to bypass the need to run a traditional route and put him directly into the action. He gained 16 yards and scored a touchdown on those 5 carries, which had a significant impact. The success of these plays forced the Bills' defense to hesitate at the line of scrimmage, creating opportunities for big plays downfield. Defensively, while the Rams allowed 42 points and struggled while tackling in coverage, they made key stops when it mattered most. Critical moments like a blocked punt, goal line stands, and holding the Bills to field goals instead of touchdowns allowed the Rams offense to outpace Buffalo. It was reminiscent of the Rams shootout win against the Chiefs in 2018, a defense that wasn't dominant but made just enough plays to secure the victory. Khalil Shakir has solidified himself as one of the premier slot receivers in the league, but his performance against the Rams should raise alarms for their defensive staff. Shakir exploited the Rams secondary, specifically over the middle, showcasing his ability to break open the defense. Shakir recorded 5 catches for 106 yards, highlighted by a 51-yard touchdown. When the Rams shifted focus to containing the passing game, Josh Allen took advantage on the ground, rushing for 82 yards. Sean McVay also deserves credit for his game management. His decision to go for it on 4th and 5 late in the game showed trust in his offense, resulting resulting in a touchdown that sealed the win. This bold move contrasted with the Bills' more conservative play calling, which ultimately worked in the Rams' favor. This was perhaps the first game all season where the Rams truly looked like the team they're capable of being. While consistency has been an issue, this win showcased their potential to be a dangerous team come playoff time. With a pivotal Thursday night matchup against the 49ers looming, the Rams have a chance to prove that their win over the Bills wasn't a fluke. If they can carry this momentum forward, they could solidify themselves as contenders in the NFC playoff race. Puka Nacua's late touchdown catch, while critical, came with a questionable decision to score instead of sliding to force Buffalo to burn their timeouts. This choice nearly backfired due to the Rams' defensive lapses. In the ensuing sequence, the Rams committed 2 defensive pass interference penalties, allowing the Bills to move from midfield to the 1-yard line in just 18 seconds. A puzzling quarterback sneak call by Buffalo, which the Rams stuffed, ultimately spared them from further trouble. Had the Bills scored and converted the onside kick, the outcome could have been very different. The DPI call on Darius Williams was debatable, but Quentin Lake's penalty was blatantly unnecessary. After getting beat in coverage, Lake shoved the Bills receiver without looking for the ball on a 4th and 15 play, drawing a flag on an otherwise short pass. Mistakes like that in clutch moments could lead to instructions for players like Nacua to stay in bounds and manage the clock more conservatively in the future. Relying on the offense to cover for defensive miscues is rarely a sustainable path to success. Compounding these issues were costly 15-yard penalties by Byron Young and Jared Verse, which directly contributed to 2 Buffalo touchdowns. Young was flagged for roughing the passer on the opening drive, hitting Josh Allen after the ball was released on a 3rd down incompletion. Instead of forcing a punt, the Bills received a new set of downs and scored 8 plays later. Young also committed an offsides penalty during a goal line stand. Versus horse collar tackle on Allen was another avoidable error, as Allen scrambled toward the sideline with another defender closing in. Verse grabbed his jersey, drawing a flag that moved the Bills from the 50-yard line to the Rams' 35. 2 plays later, Buffalo scored to cut the Rams' lead to 10, igniting their comeback attempt. If the Rams' defense continues to make critical errors in key moments, adjustments like instructing Nacua to prioritize clock management over scoring may become necessary. However, relying on such measures rarely aligns with championship caliber football. The Los Angeles Rams can beat anybody on any given Sunday, and I would choose them as a threat in the NFC. Depending on who they're going to play in the playoffs in the first round, they could advance and move on. I wouldn't count this team out. Their offense is playing on a high tier level, and their defense has a few adjustments and things to work on, but they have the rookie defensive player of the year, and they have a high firepower offense. Let me know down below what you're thinking of this Rams season so far, your thoughts on this recent win, and if you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn the notification bell on so you never miss a Rams video or any video at all. Leave a like as well, I greatly do appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.